what we do now is a little something on the show where we do a would you rather scenario that, unlike a standard would you rather scenario, this is not objective. This is me giving you two choices, and then I will decide based on what you guys answer, what is the best thing to go with of these two scenarios. So this is Andy's famous would you rather. All right, would you rather have every food that you eat that is either an animal product or, and this is the caveat here, the substitute of an animal product, like a vegan version of something, turn into the animal that it is meant to be at the instant that you're about to put it in your mouth? Or, right, so say it's chicken wings. As you're bringing it up to your mouth, it becomes a full chicken for just that minute. But once it's in your mouth, it goes back to chicken wings. The reason I bring in the vegan caveat is that it's important to be able to cover all bases, because you could just say, well, I don't eat meat, and I need you to be in this with me. So would you rather have every food that you eat that is an animal product of some kind turn into that animal right before its death, before you eat it, or wake up one day and you are a clear bowling ball, the ones that were popular in the 90s with a Bud Light bottle inside of it. You're fully sentient. You know who you are. You know where you are. But your life is spent at a bowling alley, having people put their hands inside you and roll you down. But you're still aware of your previous life. You know that you need to find a way to communicate with your family and tell them that's where you are. But you don't know how to get out because you're just a sentient bowling ball.
That wouldn't be all that much of a change for someone like Joe to be hanging out at a bowling alley letting strangers put their fingers.
Those are the two options.
It's true.
Pat, please. Pat, do not open the floor, please.
First of all, you were right when you explained how ridiculous.
Yeah. I would now like to know if you have any questions about either of these scenarios.
I mean, I kind of came with my answer real quick.
Oh, well, we're still in the question phase right now.
Unfortunately, I will not accept your answer.
So wait, as you're taking a bite, it turns into a full chicken. Is it a chicken when you take a bite of it? When does it not
so he was saying, like, if it was like a chicken wing, and as you get close to it, and as you're about to bite that sumbitch, and then it's like
pop, yep, and it says to you, please don't, in an audible language.
Please, sir.
Forgot to add that.
Squawks. The animal squawks.
Oh, man.
Here's the deal.
What if you're having, like,
Pat, please, I'm trying to explain this.
A ham and turkey wrap with mayo. That's technically a ham. That's a pig, a turkey, and a chicken.
How about you let me fucking explain it, and then we'll get to that explanation.
Well, that's part of the questions.
Okay, I don't give a shit. I'm still trying to answer the first one. You just cut me off. Extraordinarily rude. All right, you've got a chicken wing. I have explained to you in advance that the animal that it turns into is not real, right? So you know that it's not really going to be. It's like a figment of your imagination. But
you didn't mention that.
Okay, I'm telling you that I would tell you before you eat. I'm sitting there with you. In all of these scenarios, I'm right next to you. You know this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm the Thanos of this universe. I am everything and eternal. I'm always there. And I say to you, now remember, this chicken wing is not gonna turn into a real chicken, but it's so convincing and it's so palpable, the idea that this is a legitimate animal, and it says, please don't. And then you still eat it. So you're going to have an emotional roller coaster through this whole journey of eating this chicken wing. The problem is, if it's a food like that, it's every time you take a bite. So if you're eating a steak and you're cutting off a piece, every bite, that thing's turning into a full-fledged cow like 100 times, depending on how many bites you take.
Do they all sound a little different? Do they all have a different voice, or do they all sound exactly the same? It says, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
It's all Edward James Olmos. And it's a voiceover from Edward James Olmos, and he says, please don't, to you. But
he do it in different inflections? Is it the same tone every time?
Well, look, if you know Elmos like I do, he's got different voices for different animals, right? So he's going to do his cow voice and his pig voice and his chicken voice. Now, to answer your question, Pat, if you're eating a multi-meat sandwich, that's what we'll call it here. if you're eating a multi-meat sandwich,
There we go.
then it turns into all of them sporadically before you eat it. And again, if you're eating like me, I'm vegetarian. If I'm eating like fake Gardein chicken wings, the chicken still happens. But I feel less guilt because I'm like, fuck you, it's not even real. You know what I mean? Like I can tell it. This is
that was going to be my question. I was like, well, so what's up with this vegan meat?
Yeah, it's okay. It's still the idea is that it's supposed to be an emotional tearjerker for you.
But I still am not clear on at what second it turns back into a chicken wing.
It just does right away. Are we gonna fucking talk about this Bud Light bowling ball or not? Like, are we just not gonna reference that at any point?
What if I actually truly hate chickens, though? Like, what if that's the thing?
Then you're fucking stoked, right? Because you just get to fuck up chickens all day.
Okay.
Pat's questions are the greatest.
Does anyone want to talk about being? So do we have any questions about living life as a sentient bowling ball, knowing that your family doesn't know where you are, and needing to find a way out?
So am I the bowling ball, or am I the bottle inside of the ball?
You're the whole damn thing. You're the consciousness of the whole. It's like saying, are you your brain or are you your skull? Like they're attached to you.
In one. So, and you said we have a way to talk to our family.
You have no. You have no way to talk to your family.
You're aware the scoreboard.
You're aware that you can't talk to your family, so you need to find a way, Homeward Bound style.
Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Get out of the bowling alley, roll your body out there, and then find your family and go look. Or figure, I don't know, you write it down. You roll yourself into ink and then figure out a way to write "I'm your friend" kind of thing, like on a large sheet of paper.
Like,
I don't know how
you got to hint at some drunk at the bowling alley to like forget you on a bus somewhere.
Fine. All right.
How big are?
Let me give you this caveat. If you're able to successfully find your family, I will give you the power to say one thing to them if you can find them.
Now, how big are my holes? Is this a kid's ball?
Yeah.
How big are the holes?
It's the big ones that like where you can't figure out how anyone needed this. Like the ones that are so big that even the biggest hands are like it's falling out kind of thing.
So in that case, I probably wouldn't be used all that often. I'd be picked up and put back down.
Yes, you would be.
Okay,
so
not in heavy rotation.
You're not even getting the glory of being the ball that brings the strike. So you're just the ball that rolls through the fucking machine over and over again and keeps smacking up against all the other balls while the people wait for the right one.
That could be a benefit because do I get dizzy easily? Would I not want to go rolling down the lane?
Yeah, you have really bad motion sickness.
Okay, so in that case, it's kind of a benefit.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we got enough questions here. I'm going to close the floor. Please, we're gonna do the answers here. We'll start with Joe, Shapel, Pat. Give me your answer, and then I will tell you the correct one.
I mean, I think this one's pretty clear cut. I'm gonna go with the real fake chicken animal scenario.
Okay. Shapel?
The real chicken.
Okay. Pat?
I'm gonna have to go with the bowling ball, guys. Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh,
the chances of being the strike. You know, I've rolled a strike in my life, and I've always wondered what it would feel like to be the ball.
Shapel, I'm so sorry. You're a guest on the show, and I wish that I could say you're correct, but I'm sorry to Joe and Shapel. You are incorrect. Pat finally got one right. The correct answer is to be a sentient bowling ball with the ability to find your family Homeward Bound style with a beer bottle inside. That's it. I'm so sorry.
That Bud Light 24/7.
Shapel, you spent all this time on the show, and then to end it this way, where we tell you that you're wrong, I'm so sorry.
It's almost as though you learned nothing.
I did it. I was like, "What the
previous hour? You learned nothing."
What a shame.
I know. You can't win them all.
Led you astray.
It was my fault.
Led you astray there at the end.
It was my fault. I thought there was a clear correct answer, but.
Well, it wasn't, and you're wrong, and that's you're going to have to face the consequences of being wrong. Shapel, thank you for coming on the show today.
No, thank you guys for having me. This is so much fun.
Before you go, can you please tell everybody where they can find you on everything?
Oh, just at Shapel Lacey on Instagram. That's probably the only one I use. I don't know how to use Twitter really, but at Shapel Lacey Instagram. I just post a lot of music, to be honest.
And then you've got your own podcast too, right?
Podcast, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got my podcast. It's managed. That's my individual podcast, and then I'm also on King and the Sting with Theo Vaughn and Brennan Schaub, which comes out like every Thursday or so.
Shapel, thanks for coming on, but we appreciate it.
Thank you guys. This is great.